Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a witch's garden planning video. I just re-upped on a bunch of my seeds and bought some mini greenhouses for the windows to get some seedlings started. And what I've mainly got right now is if you've been to Lowe's and everything, you probably know that they don't sell a lot of herbs that are traditionally used in witchcraft. Yes, there are some of the very common ones like rosemary, thyme, lavender, things like that. Those are very common. But like other things like yarrow and calendula, echinacea, I'll show you the ones that I have. But the ones that I had, these ones I bought off Amazon because they're kind of hard to find, especially where I live, which is in the Bible Belt, and there's like 2 Walmarts. There's like hardly anything here. So I'm sure if you live in a bigger area with a lot more people, you'll be able to find things a lot better. Seeing as in my area, there is only one like witchy shop, and they do sell dry herbs, but they don't sell a lot of things. And if you know anything about shamanism and all that, you have a better connection to the plant and to the effects of the plant and the benefits if you grow it yourself, because you're basically infusing your energy into the growth process, which then in turn makes the benefits of the plant a lot better. So I'm going to show you these seeds that I got right now. I bought all these seeds. I think there's 12 packs of seeds for $13. So about $1 a pack. Okay. It was $12, so it was $1 a pack plus shipping. I got yarrow. I got anise. This one smells like licorice. Even the seeds smell like it. Peppermint. Lavender. This is English lavender. Rosemary. Sage, fennel, lemon bergamot, this is the lemon mint kind, lemon balm, chamomile, calendula, and purple cone flower, which is echinacea. So yeah, I'm so excited to freaking start these. And hold on, I'm gonna go grab my notebook and I'll show you guys my garden plan. Okay, so this book that I'm reading, I've got about a third of the way through it, for Garden Witchery, Magic from the Ground Up, by Ellen Dugan. I think I showed you guys this one in my book recommendations. But it tells you to like basically make a map of your yard, and then starting at 8 a.m. to mark down where your shade patterns are in the yard, so you can figure out where to plant the shade loving plants. So I did this shoddy little sketch of my yard. I've got a sugar maple and a black walnut tree in the backyard, and some mysterious type of tree that I still don't know what it is. I downloaded some. I painted that on a piece of bark.
I like it.
I have this tree out front that I just downloaded the Virginia Tech tree identifying app. Hopefully I've had a bad experience with plant identifying apps. Usually they're wrong. Most of the time they're wrong. They just throw you a bunch of things that kind of are similar to what you're looking for, but not even close. And then the circle here is the herb garden, and then against right here, these are 2 little mini gardens right here.
Oh, I saw that.
Where the lavender is.
Oh, that's cute.
So most of the shade is underneath these 2 big trees right here in the back.
Remember, there's a tree also.
Well, yeah, the half-done tree house.
Half done. Built by kids.
Yeah.
Literal kids.
Y'all left the hammer and stuff up there in the yard too. But anyway, all of the front part of the yard and this side of the house outside of the window here, which would be the right side of the house, gets all of the sun. Like in the summer, all the sun rises. This is the eastern facing window, so In the summer, it's all around, and then the back is mostly shaded, except for when the sun comes up, it gets sun, and then once it gets into the front of the house, the half the yard is shaded back there. So this year I'm going to, because last year I grew a hydrangea plant and I fried it because I put it in the wrong spot of the yard. It kind of just, because hydrangeas, they like late afternoon sunshine. They don't like midday sunshine. And I had it in a spot of my house that was just midday. It was just all day sun, so it was too much. But see, these are the little greenhouses that I got from Lowe's. See, I've already got some things started in there, little teeny tiny. See these little bags? These are biodegradable mesh netting, which actually a lot you can buy from probably Lowe's. I haven't looked at Lowe's, but I know definitely from local nurseries you can buy these mesh flower pots that are biodegradable, and to start your seedlings in, and that way you can just take, see, I can, once these are grown, I can just take this whole little thing and stick it in the ground, which makes it a lot easier than trying to dig out seeds and little tiny fragile plants.
We had a test today.
Oh, you had a test today about what?
Science.
Oh,
I got 100.
good. I'm proud of you. So over here, I'll show you these things that I've got over here
Oh, I have
grown.
homework.
Okay, so down here, I've got bamboo right here. In here, in this little thing, I've got some catgrass and two cardinal vines. If you guys have been subscribed to me for a while, you might have seen my garden last year where I had those little tiny red flower vine with little tiny red flowers that were on vines. They were kind of like right in the center of my garden. They attract hummingbirds, so I planted some more of those. And then over here I've got, I've got some red peppers seeds, some parsley, some wildflowers. This is lavender that I brought back to life. It had been sitting on my porch in this pot all summer last summer, and I let it just sit out there once it started getting cold, and it kind of died and like got all crispy, and then I brought it back inside and it started coming back to life. So, and then this, my boyfriend bought this for me. This tiny little succulent plant. If you guys know what this pink flower plant is, let me know, because I don't know what those are. Hey now. You don't need to be eating all them snickerdoodles. I just made like 40 snickerdoodles.
They're good.
I know they're good. And then this right here is Swedish ivy.
I like your new phone case.
It's not a new one. I just took the thing off. And then this is the African violet. God, I spaced there for a minute. And then of course this aloe vera. We've had this aloe vera for what, 3 years?
Yeah.
Something like that. And then this right here, I don't know what this one is. I do know it's an air purifying plant. I just don't know what it is. This plant,
Looks like elephant ears.
this plant, and
Oh, yeah, bamboo. I forgot.
and the Swedish ivy, I bought all those on clearance. If you go to Lowe's, right inside where they keep the seeds and the succulents and stuff on the inside of the store, if you go in there, they usually have a shelf of like clearance plants that are kind of dead, but like if you just give them the right amount of love, they come right back to life. So like this one right here, hold on, Allison. This one right here was basically dead. It had like two or three leaves on it, and I've had this for like 2 years now, and it's like, as you can see right here, it sprouts these little trumpet leaves, and they fan out, but they grow new leaves all the time. What?
Don't forget your bamboo.
I know, I showed the bamboo. And then over here, I've got this plant. I just repotted this one, and it started, see, once this plant starts to die, the redness in the leaves will start to fade, and they'll start to look bleached, and that's what it started to look like, kind of like this. But when I repotted it into this deeper plant, this deeper potter, the red started to come back. And then this is a clipping of that plant. This type of plant, you can take a cutting of it. So like if you cut it right here, you can put it in some water and it will start to regrow roots, and then you can just repot it. And it just starts to grow back. And then this one's African violet again.
Like avocado leaves? I mean, avocado seeds?
Well, all seeds will sprout, but these you just take you can just cut the plant and put it in water, and it will grow roots. Mm-hmm. This one I got on clearance at the grocery store. It's growing these new shoots right here. I've got this one. Is not doing so hot. This one's died. This one's empty. A seedling died. This one I brought back to life. Now it's dying again.
Oh, Mom.
What?
Don't forget that.
I won't. And then these little air plants. I made this little tree with this piece of quartz. What's just a piece of wire. Well, 3 pieces of wire. And put my air plants in it. That one in the front is really looking sickly. I bought it on clearance at Lowe's for $1.
I think I know why.
Yeah, it was dead basically. And then I bought this other greenhouse. It didn't come with dirt in it like this one. This one came with like little pellets of dirt that you just put water in and they expand. This one just came empty, and I had to put dirt in it. Dixie. She's all cute. Now they're gonna start smacking each other.
Yeah. Want me to get her out?
No, she's fine. She'll get down. She'll get the memo. Jelly's like, I claimed this spot already.
Actually, no, Oliver claimed it when he was small.
And this is called an oxalis.
That used to be like 3 of them.
Yeah, they used to be really, really small. Actually, I bought this at Food Lion, which is a grocery store here, a few years ago around St. Patrick's Day. They're just shamrocks, and they've just thrived. It's actually one of the easiest house plants to take care of is that plant. And then over here, I've got my orchid plant. It's growing new, whatever these things are. I don't know what those are, but it's growing more. Okay, that's enough for these cookies.
Oh, is it good? Get another cookie.
Okay, well, you've already eaten a whole stack. Okay, and then I think, well, nope, I got my plant drying rack here. And this is a sick looking fern. And then in here, I went to my boyfriend's house yesterday, or was it Sunday? It was Sunday, and Oliver. But I went over there because when I used to live with him, I planted a English ivy plant in the back of his house, and I go over there every spring and like cut it down and take care of it and make sure it's not like taking over his whole backyard, because
What are you guys doing?
English ivy is really infamous for like taking over everything if you don't like keep it trimmed. So I went over there, and it's also another plant that you can take clippings from. If you find English ivy out in the wild, you can clip it about an inch below where the leaves start growing, or where the nodes are, and shave part of the vine down. Yeah, 1 piece. Throw the trash away. Shave part of the vine down and take the leaves off and stick it in some water, and it will grow roots. But this piece right here that I got, like this whole piece is actual living ivy. It already had roots on it, so I didn't have to propagate it. But yeah, I'm going to keep you guys updated on my garden, and once it gets warm enough for me to start planting things, which should be next month, so get your stalks out from underneath the table, please.
I wanted to put them on.
We'll put them on. But once it starts getting warmer here, then I can, actually show you guys the plan I'm going to do, because let me show you one more thing. I didn't show you my box of seeds. Okay. So on this side of the house over here, outside this window, the eastern facing side,
With the butt heads in the house.
I plan on growing a wall of sunflowers. So
we can be surrounded by them and we won't be able to see anything.
yes, because I love sunflowers. So I got a whole bunch of different types of sunflowers. These ones are the ones I grew last year, the autumn beauty mixed color sunflowers. These ones have, instead of just one giant sunflower on top, they had like a bunch of them, like they were like terraced
Taller
almost.
than my dad.
Huh?
Taller than my dad.
They were like 12 feet tall, but they didn't have just one big sunflower on top. They had like a bunch of little ones, smaller ones, and they were really pretty. And then I got these ones. These are called the Velvet Queen. So these ones look like they're just one sunflower at the top. These are the cardinal vines that I showed you. These attract hummingbirds. I got watermelons. These ones I got mammoth Russian sunflowers. What? Yep. I got moonshine. And I got skyscraper.
I'm gonna go outside and play with Jacob.
Alright. Let's see what else I got. I'll show you all my seeds in here. Got catgrass. I got forget-me-nots, which is the Alaskan state flower. I got red sun sunflower seeds. God, why does my mind keep blanking? Peppermint. Foxglove, which these are poisonous, so just be careful if you grow stuff like this. Some lettuce. I don't think I'll be growing lettuce this year. Common thyme. More cardinal vines. I think these are cucumbers. Cucumbers, lettuce, mugwort. Again, this is the type of seeds that are harder to find. So like this is the type of stuff that you like want to go online for. Yeah, these were only $5 for 500 seeds. More lavender. These are lupine seeds that I bought in Colorado. And then I got some rosemary, and this year my wildflowers are going to be this variety, the cool color variety. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I can't wait to get my garden started. Give me something to look forward to, get me outside, get me in the sun, you know. So I hope you guys are as excited about it as I am, and I encourage everybody watching this to start a garden, even if it's just getting a bucket and planting one thing. Seriously, it gives you something to like put your energy into and your time, and it's easy, things that are easy to look after. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.